Here's where I enter Buckden. We have the Romans to thank for the emergence of this village. Hello and welcome to the ride. Buckden sits on the Great North Road on the line of the Roman Ermine Street. This major route ran from London northward towards Lincoln and York. Buckden sat alongside this vital artery for military supply, trade and travel in Roman and post-Roman times. The roundabout ahead. Today's Great North Road, the A1 of course, at the roundabout junction by which we enter Buckden's High Street. Until the 1960s, it was the A1 here. The Great North Road ran down the High Street. The road from London to the north ran through Buckden. This made the village an important stopping point, especially in the coaching era. There were at least 4 coaching inns on this high street. There's one, the Vine, on the left, the white building. Here are 2 more, the tall building on the left, the George, and the white building on the right, the Lion. Buckden's most prominent landmark is Buckton Palace, now known as Buckden Towers. There's the palace wall. We'll come back to this later. Coming up on the left is a white building, formerly a coaching inn, called the Spread Eagle. Today it's now a private residence. There it is on the left. Buckden prospered in the 18th and 19th centuries as a key stop on the Great North Road for mail coaches, stagecoaches and private travellers between London and Edinburgh. I'm still on the old Great North Road incidentally, now a dead end up against the modern A1. Here I turn to head back up the High Street. At 50 to 60 miles north of London, Buckden was an ideal stage for changing horses, rest and refreshment of passengers. The traffic and the employment that went with it were lost with the coming of the railways, but it returned with motor traffic, at first a trickle of pioneering motorists and motor-bicyclists. Oh, there's the old Spread Eagle again on the right, the white building coming up. The trickle became a torrent, revitalising the village with travellers seeking fuel and refreshment, until Buckden was choked with traffic to be eventually bypassed in 1962. On the left, that palace wall again. Buckton Palace, now known as Buckton Towers, the fortified residence of the Bishops of Lincoln from 1186 until 1842. Midway between London and Lincoln, it served as a resting place for the bishops travelling their vast diocese, as well as other dignitaries and travellers. How big, I wonder, was that tree before it was felled? The palace gained notoriety in the Tudor era, when Henry VIII confined his first queen, Catherine of Aragon, there, whilst he got on with the business of divorcing her to marry Anne Boleyn. Henry VIII later stayed here with his 5th wife, Catherine Howard. Another view through a smaller gate. Richard III, Edward I, Henry III, James I, and the Prince Regent, later known as George IV, also visited the then palace whilst travelling along the Great North Road. They all passed through that entranceway. Another view of the old palace behind the Church of St Mary. Can't resist a look in the church whilst I'm here. Of course, countless things could be said about such an ancient structure. Out of the many, I'll note the wonderful set of angel carvings in the south aisle roof, an angel band, each angel carrying a musical instrument, amongst them this bowed instrument, a viol of some sort. And here we have what looks like a large recorder to me anyway, some large woodwind instrument. A hurdy-gurdy, there's the angel turning the handle. Some sort of handheld dulcimer, perhaps? There's the recorder again. A lute. This one's lost his instrument. Beautiful carvings in wood, so well preserved. An instrument of some sort, or perhaps an angel singing from a book of Psalms. And there's another singing along from an open book. So much for the church. Back to the road. I thought I'd head south between the Lion on the left and the George on the right, passing the Vine there on the right, just to have one more complete run down this historic stretch of road. This means rounding that A1 roundabout once more. The 1962 bypass shoots off to the left, whilst I keep to the old Great North Road down Buckden's High Street. Imagine being a passenger on top of one of those old stagecoaches approaching this. You'd be desperate for relief and rest by now at a coaching inn, perhaps the Vine here on the left, or left and right, the George or the Lion. They'd have been vying for the business of stagecoach operators and your cash. That is, until the coming of the railways in the mid-19th century. The castellated wall of Buckton Palace on the right, and the gate through which many kings, queens and bishops entered over the centuries. On the left, another coaching inn, vying for your cash, the old Spread Eagle, another former coaching inn, here on the left. The original road did veer off to the right here, but I'm carrying on to join the bypass. And so on to the bypass, where I'll take my leave of Buckden and its fascinating road-related history. Thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the ride, please like, subscribe, perhaps even share. I'll then let you know when I'm next out and about. For now, I'm done.